Luke Holden is a third-generation lobsterman from Maine. It was 10 years ago that he opened the first Luke's Lobster restaurant in New York City. Today, he runs a $30 million business with nearly 40 locations. And Luke, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about this. When you think about lobstering, look, in Maine, it's still mostly small boats, independent contractors. Is that way of life under threat in the middle of these trade wars?
It certainly is. There's a huge effort of consolidation going on right now as this margin is basically been eroded from the U.S. export business. All of our lobsters that are going to China are now going through Canadian dealers, Canadian wholesalers. So we're losing relationships with those customers. We're losing margin, and as a result, the bigger businesses that have deeper pockets are coming up and grabbing up some of the smaller companies that had these relationships with the Chinese businesses.
What have the tariffs meant for your business?
We don't do a lot of business, either in the EU, where tariffs have also played a big role, or in China. So we've been able to principally skirt around it, but we spend a lot of time sitting on boards in the industry. And as a third-generation lobsterman, I have the best interests of the industry at heart. And what's going on is just not good for the longevity of the Maine lobster industry.
You worried overall about your friends, the people you've known for a long time?
Yeah, any type of regulation that creates instability is just not healthy. And a lot of my friends are right now trying to persevere through this. And the Maine lobster industry is one that is extremely resilient, and these relationships and infrastructure that they have built has taken years to do it. And I suspect that they'll get these customers back one day, but the staying power to wait this out it's hurtful.
You know, your grandfather and your father were both lobstermen before you. Why did you create your business? What made you launch Luke's Lobster, going to restaurants?
Yeah, so I graduated from college in 2007, went to investment banking because my parents basically said that they weren't going to support my education unless I did something else. Mm-hmm. And while I was sitting at my desk on a summer Sunday afternoon missing home, I went online looking for a lobster roll, something that reminded me of home. And I couldn't find a really high quality, affordable Maine lobster roll in New York. So I wrote a business plan around it, asked my dad if he would co-fund a $30,000 investment to open the first 250-foot lobster shack in the East Village. He said yes. I found out 4 years later that he borrowed that $15,000 against his 401k.
Oh, gosh.
But we've had great people since day one, a great product, and we've been able to turn that little lobster shack now into what it is today.
Did you give your dad back the $15,000?
And some.
Okay.